Hello everyone! Before we start our lesson, let me introduce to you the group of Miss Baybay Alvin, Dumlao Jolina, Fortuna Sarame, Orpiano Janilu, and Burial Mayan. And we are the squad Akira Minayle. Good day everyone, I'm Julina Dumlao, and for today, our topic is all about grade 5 problem solving. So the first question is, what number divided by 1/3 will produce 315? So the answer here is 945. Bakit nga ba 945? So to get that answer, we need to convert 1/3 from fraction into a decimal number. And from decimal number, we can convert it into a whole number. So 1/3 will become 0.3 and 0.3 will become 3. So now we can multiply 315 times 3 is equals to 945. Kaya nakuha yung 945. So ngayon, itry natin kung 945 ba talaga yung sagot. 945 divided by 3 is equals to 315. So the answer is 945. Next question. Write the sum of 23 plus 7 over 10 plus 1 over 20 plus 9 over 1000 as a decimal. So the answer here is 23.759. So remember that 23 is a whole number, while 7 over 10, 1 over 20, and 9 over 1000 are all fractions. So our first step here is we need to divide the following fractions. So 7 divided by 10 is equals to 0.7. 1 divided by 20 is equals to 0.05. And 9 divided by 1000 is equals to 0.009. So our second step is we need to add the following answers. So 0.7 plus 0.05 plus 0.009 is equals to 0.759. So for the final round, we need to add the following answers. So 23 as a whole number plus 0.759 is equals to 23.759. So the answer is 23.759. Next question. If 173 times 36 is equals to 6,228, what is 1.73 times 3.6? So the answer here is 6.228. So to get that answer, we just simply multiply 1.73 and 3.6. So 1.73 multiplied by 3.6 is equals to 6.228. So the answer is 6.228. But remember that 173, 36, and the answer 6,228 are all a whole number, while 1.73, 3.6, and the answer 6.228 are all a decimal numbers. Next question. What is the largest two-digit number which is divisible by 6 but not by 4? So the answer is 90. 90 because ito yung pinakamalaki at pinakamataas na number. So to elaborate it, let me divide the following. 90 divided by 4 is equals to 22.5. So 22.5 is not an exact number. That's why it is not divisible by 4. And 90 divided by 6 is equals to 15. And 15 is a whole number. That's why it is divisible by 6. So the answer is 90. Next question. Write the reciprocal of 1.4 as a fraction in lowest term. So the answer here is 5/7. So to get that answer, first, we need to convert 1.4 from decimal into a fraction. So 1.4 will become 14/10. So now, we can reduce this by lowest term by dividing the numerator and denominator, or simply 14/10 will be divided into 2. So 14/10 divided by 2 is equals to 7/5. So si 7/5, pagpapalitin mo si 7 at si 5. So the answer will be 5/7. Next question. What number is halfway between 1/5 and 1/6? So the answer here is 11/60. So to get that answer, we need to add 1/5 and 1/6. So 1/5 plus 1/6 is equals to 11/30. Then, we need to divide 11/30 into 2. So 11 divided by 2 is equals to 11/60. So the answer is 11/60.
Good day everyone! I am here, your teacher for today. I am Janilo M. Orpiano. So, I am going to teach mathematics. Yan. The first problem is, 18 is what percent of 48? Yan. As you can see, ito yung given natin and ito yung formula kung paano natin makukuha yung sagot. Yan. 18 is equal to 48 yung x. Ito yung hinahanap natin, yung sinasabing what percent of 48. X is equal to 18/48 times 100. 18, i-divide natin sa 48, makukuha natin si 0.375 times 100, which is makukuha natin si 37.5. So, ang sagot dito sa problem na ito is 37.5. Now, let's move on to the second problem. The second problem is, the area of rectangle is 12 square meter. If the width of the rectangle is 32 meter, what is the length? So, ayan, ito yung ating formula para makuha si length. Ang ating formula is area is equal to length times width. Ang given natin area is equal to 12 meter square and the width is 2 meter, which is pag i-divide natin siya, makukuha natin yung 1.5 meter. So, ayan, ang hahanapin natin dito is si length. So, ayan, paano nga natin siya isusolve? Ayan. 12 is equal to length times 1.5 meter. Ito yung sa width. 12 meter squared divided by 1.5 meter is equal to length. So, pag dinivide natin, ika-cancel muna natin si meter para matanggal si squared. 12 divided by 1.5 is equal to 8. So, ang ating length is 8 meter. Now, let's move on to the third problem. The area of a square is 1.69 square centimeter. What is the length of each side? So, ito yung ating formula. Area is equal to times side, or area is equal to squared centimeter. Para makuha natin yung side ng, length ng bawat side, kailangan nating hanapin yung square root ng 1.69 cm squared. So, ang nakuha natin is 1.3 cm. So, ito yung length ng bawat side ng square. The fourth question is, 2/7 of the pupils in the Vivian school take a jeepney to school. If 600 pupils don't take the jeepney, how many pupils are there in Vivian school? So, ang hinahanap dito is ilan yung pupils na lahat-lahat na pumasok sa Vivian school. So, ito. Yung J is ito yung pupils na pumasok sa Vivian school na nag-take ng jeepney. Ayan. P is equal to 27 plus 600. Ngayon, Si 27, hindi naman natin siya pwedeng i-add sa 600. So, gagawin natin siya into decimal point. Paano? I-divide natin si 2 sa 7. Ayan. 1p is equal to 27 is equal to 600. So, ayan. Dito na, 1, ito, kukuha natin si 1. 1 minus 27 is equal to 600. Hindi naman natin pwedeng i-minus ito si 1 sa 27. So, kokopyahin natin ito, itong ginawa natin na decimal point para ma-minus 1. 1 minus 0.2851 is equal to 600. So, ang sagot is 0.7142 is equal to 600. Ngayon, para makuha natin kung ilan yung total pupils na pumasok sa Vivian School, i-divide natin si 0.7142 divided by 600, which is, ang makukuha natin is 840. So, merong 840 pupils na pumasok sa Vivian School. Now, let's move on to the last problem. What is the value of 4,032 times 2.5? Yan, ito siya. Ito yung given natin. Paano natin siya isusolve? Yan. 4,032 times 2.5. Ayan. Ito, ang una nating i-divide is yung pinakadulo dito sa right side. 5 times 2 is equal to 10. 0, i-carry natin sa taas. 5 times 3, 15 plus yung isang dinagdag natin, 6. 15, 16, idadagdag natin ulit dito si 1, si 0. 5 times 0 is 0. Lahat ng imumultiply na number sa 0 is 0 ang sagot. Kaya lang meron tayo ditong dinagdag na isa, kaya ang sagot is 1. 5 times 4 is equal to 20. Ayan. Dako naman tayo sa another na value. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. 2 times 0 is equal to 0. 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Ngayon, para makuha natin is pag-a-addin natin ito. Bring down 0 kasi wala naman siya. 6 plus 4, 10, plus 1. 6 plus 1, 7 plus 1, 8. Ito, 0 plus 0, 0. 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. Ngayon, bakit may decimal point? Kasi meron tayong decimal point dito. Gagawin natin, magbibilang lang tayo kung ilan yung decimal point na nandito. So, isa. Kaya, dito siya. So, ang sagot is 10,080. Yan. 10,080 ang sagot sa 4,032 times 2.5. That's all. Thank you.
And good day. My name is Sarah May D. Fortuna, and today I will be continuing in discuss on how the given answer is being solved in this module. Now, our next question is calculate the product of the value of the digit 8 in 1,586 and 201 pesos and the value of the digit 4 in 36.745. Now, before we proceed to our solution, let's get first the given number. Okay, our given number here is the 8 and 1,586 and 201 pesos. And our next given number is the 4. Our 4 is 36.745. Now, the question is get the value of digit 8 in 1,586 and 201. Okay. Here is our digit 8. So, ang mangyayari po dito is magiging 80,000. 80,000. Now, paano siya naging 80,000? So, ito yung 8 natin and the rest number is gagawin na po natin siyang 0. And our next is get the digit value or the value of digit 4 in 36.745. So, here is our digit 4. So, ang magiging sagot dito is 0.04. Now, the question here is calculate the product of digit 8 and digit 4. Okay. The value of our 8 is 80,000. 80,000. 12,000. And the value of our digit 4 is 0.04. Like what said in the question, product. So, it is multiplication. So, multiply by. So, 0 times 4 equals 0 and 0 and 0 and 0 point is 0. And 8 times 4 equals 32. So, like what we see in the given number, the next number in 4 is 0. So, it is obviously na 0 na rin yung magiging sagot dito. 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. Now, our given answer here in this module is 3,200. So, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 2 minus 0 equals 2, and 3 minus 0 equals 3. Now, paano siya? Ganyan yung naging kinalabasan. 320,000. No, kasi maglaran tayo dito ng decimal point. Kasi meron po tayo dito sa ating given number or yung value ng digit 4 is 0.04. So, nagkaroon ng 2 decimal points. So, ang gagawin natin, lalagyan natin siya ng 2 decimal points. So, magbibilang lang tayo pakaliwa. So, 1, 2. So, dito ang ating decimal point. Kaya, ang multiply or the product of digit 8 and digit 4 is 3,200. That's how the 3,200 get in this question. Okay, our next question says that Rico put some money in an investment that yields of 6% profit. If Rico earned 750 pesos in profit from the investment, how much did he invest? So, like what we did before in our past question, we get the given number. Our given number here is 6% and 750. So, paano natin siya makukuha yung given answer na 12,500? Now, first, we'll be converting the percent into decimal point. So, the decimal point of 6% is 0.06. Okay, now, let's proceed to our solution. After converting the percent into decimal point, we will be converting the decimal point into fraction. Now, let's proceed. Okay, this is what will be going. 750 divide 6 over 100. Bakit siya naging 6? Bakit siya naging 6 over 100? Kasi po, yung decimal point is, kinonvert na po natin siya into fraction. Now, after converting the decimal point into fraction, we will be divide a fraction by multiply the reciprocal. Okay, ang mangyayari po dito is 750 times 100 over 6. Okay, now, paano natin makukuha or magigets talaga yung 12,500 na sagot? After that, we'll be crossing out the common factor. Ang ating common factor here is 6 and 750. After crossing the common factor, we'll be dividing it. So, 750 divided 6 is 1, 6, and 1, 15. So, 2, 12, 30, and 30 divided 6 is 5 and 30. So, yan po yung magiging sagot natin, 125. Now, bakit 125? Ang tamang sagot is 12,500. Hindi pa po yan tapos. After crossing and multiplying the common factor, we'll be calculating the product or the quotient. Okay. Di ba po may natira tayong 100 dito. Ito ang ipag-multiply natin. Yung natira nating 100 dito at yung sagot natin sa pinag-divide nating 750 and 6. So, 125 times 100 equals, ano ba magiging sagot natin dito? The given answer, 12,500. Yan po. So, ganyan natin nakuha yung given answer na 12,500. So, ito yung sagot sa tanong na how much did Rico invest? Okay, now let's proceed to other question. So, the question here is, what is the result when the sum of 7/6 and 3/4 is divided by their differences? Okay, yung result ng sum of 7/6 and 3/4. So, ganito po ang magiging solution sa question na to. 7/6 and 3/4. Ito po yung given number natin, di ba? 7/6 and 3/4. Now, let's proceed to our concrete solution. Our solution here is 7/6 plus 3/4 divide 7/6 minus 3/4. So, ganyan po yung pagkaka-construct para makuha natin yung given answer na 23/5 or 4 and 3/5. So, dahil po gumamit tayo ng addition and subtraction, magkakaroon tayo dito ng cross multiplication. Okay, let's first do the addition. 7 times 4 equals 28. 28 plus 6 times 3 equals 18. And our denominator is 6 times 4 equals 24. And ganun din po ang gagawin natin dito. So, 7 times 4 equals 28 minus 6 times 3 equals 18 over. Ito po, pag multiply natin, 6 times 4 equals 24. Equals 24. Now, ang gagawin natin dito is same process. Ang gagawin po natin is 28 plus 18 equals 46 over 24 divide 28 minus 18 equals 10 over 24. Ganyan na po yung magiging construction niya. Kasi po, pinag-add and pinag-minus na po natin yung naging sagot natin sa cross multiplication. Now, find the LCD or the least common denominator. So, ang least common denominator po nila is 2. Kasi pwede po natin silang i-divide lahat sa 2. So, ganito na po ang mangyayari. 46 divided by 2 equals 23 equals 23 and 24 divided by 2 equals 12 divide 10 divided by 2 equals 5 and 24 divided by 2 equals 12. Now, like what I said before, least common denominator. So, ang magiging construction na po nito is magiging turn into 23 divided by 12, over 12 divided by 12 over 5. So, cross the common denominator. Ito po. So, ang magiging sagot dito is 23 over 5. Yan na po yung unang answer natin. 23 over 5. Now, ang given answer is meron to po tayong 4 and 3/5. Ang gagawin lang po natin dito is ipag-divide natin siya. So, 23 divide 5 equals 4 and 20 and 3. So, ang magiging, i-construct lang po natin siya into simplest form. So, 4 and 3 over 5. Ito po yung another answer or magiging answer or pwedeng maging answer sa question na the result of sum of 7 over 6 and 3/4. Okay, our next question is, a plate has diameter of 10 inches and calculate the area of the plate into the nearest square inch. Ang given answer po natin dito is 79 inches. Now, kunin po natin yung diameter. So, ang diameter po natin dito is 10 inches. So, 10 inches. So, kukunin po natin yung radius ng 10. So, R equals D over 2 equals 10 over 2 equals 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So, ang ating radius po is 5. Bakit natin kinuha yung radius? Kasi, sa formula na ito, A equals 5 equals. Bakit? Gagamit tayo ng formula na ganito para makuha natin yung area of plate into the nearest square inches. So, A equals, ang pi po natin is, kahit i-search po natin sa internet, ang lalabas dito is 3.14 kasi given na po ang equivalent ng sign na ito. Tapos, multiply by R. Ang ating R is 5 and square. So, ang mangyayari po dito is 3.14 multiplied by 5 times 5. Kasi bakit 5 times 5 po siya? Multiply by itself. So, ganyan na siya. So, 3.14 multiplied by 25 equals 78.5 or 79. So, ang given answer po dito, like what I said before, is 79 inch. So, ganyan po yung magiging sagot natin, 79 inch. Kaya po, ang given answer dito is 79 inch kasi ganyan siya kung paano po siya nakuha. Yung 78.5 is, in-round off lang po natin yung 78.5 into 79. Kasi po, from 5 to 9, ang kasunod na decimal is, pwede na po natin siyang i-round off. So, itong 8 natin is magiging 9. Kaya po, ang sagot po dito sa question na ito is 79 inches. Yan po yung area of the plate into the nearest square inches. Okay, let's proceed. A jar of cookies is 2/3 full. Jason and his friend ate 15 cookies. The jar is now 3/7 full. How many cookies fill the jar? So, ang given answer po natin dito is 63. Now, paano natin nakuha yung 63? Let's find out. Okay, the given number here is 2/3, 15, and 3/7. Now, ang magiging construction po ng ating solution is ganito. So, 2/3 x. Saan po natin nakuha yung x? So, let x is the number of our cookies. Let x is the number of our cookies. So, 2/3 x minus 15 equals 3/7. Now, 37x. Now, ililipat po natin lahat ng may value na x sa kaliwa. So, 2/3 x minus 3/7x equals 15. Okay, magiging ganyan na po yung construction niya. So, ano po yung next na gagawin natin? Ipag-multiply po natin sila. So, multiply 7. 2 times 7 equals 14 and 3 times 7 equals 21. Okay, ganyan na po siya. Minus 3 times 3 equals 9 and 7 times 3 equals 21 equals 15. So, magiging ganyan na po siya. Now, ang next natin na gagawin dito is ipagma-minus natin ito. 14 minus 9. Okay, dito po natin. 14 minus 9 equals 5 over, kasi same naman po tayo na 21 at same po yung kanilang denominator na 21. So, ilalagay lang po natin siya. Ibig sabihin po is mawawala na to. So, equals 15. Kalimutan natin. Okay, now, paano po yung next process na gagawin natin? Okay, ito pong ating 5 is gagawin na din po natin siyang whole number. So, ang magiging point po natin is 5x equals 15 times 21. Ganyan na po yung magiging construction niya. Now, ang gagawin po natin dito is, kasi po same silang may x, so, ilan ang 5 na meron sa 15? Ilang 5 ang pag-multiply para makabuo tayo ng 15? Di ba po? 3. So, 3. And, at dahil wala po tayong exact number na magsasagot sa 5 and 21 is, imamultiply po natin siya into 21. So, 21 times 3 equals 63. And that's how the given answer in this question is being solved. And that's all.
What is the greater, 25 over 7 or 5% of 72? First, let's get the percentage of 5% of 72. 5% is equivalent to 0.05. 0.05 times 72 is equal. Then next, let's get the 25 over 7. And so on. Now, as we can see, the answer is what is the greater in 25 over 7 or 5% of 72 is compute 191.116 plus 29.156 divided by 2.08. Now, let's write all the given numbers. 191.116 plus 29.156 divided by 2.08 is equals to 129.106 plus 29.156 is equals to 220.272 divided by 2.08 is equals to 104.9 5.9. Square root of n is the number which when multiplied by itself produce n. Estimate to the nearest hundredths square root of 50. To get the square root of n, we should get the prime factor, which is, what is the prime factor of 50? In this, we should have or do a factoring. 50, ano nga ba yung mga pwedeng i-multiply sa kanya para makuha natin yung 50? Equals to 2 times 5 times 5. 2 times 5 is equals to 10. 10 times 5 is equals to 50. So, i-simplify natin siya, which is 2 times 5 squared, or 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 5 is 50. So now, to get the factor is 50 is equals to 2 times 25. Then, get the square root of 2 times 25 is equals to 5 square root of 2. So, 5, now, what is the square root of 2? Square root of 2 is equals to 1.4142. Then, let's multiply square root of 2 to 5. 5 times 1.4142 is equals to 7.071. Then, ngayon, ang sabi, estimate to the nearest hundredths. Now, estimate natin itong 1. Yung 1 is smaller than 5, so wala tayong isa-substitute. So, ang mangyayari is 7.0 perimeter of 24. If the length and width are whole numbers, how many possible areas are there for the rectangle and what is the smallest of these areas? So, paano nga natin makukuha yon? To get the answer is, first, we should substitute or assume. Let's say, let's do a rectangle. First rectangle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since ang sabi po dito, 24, ang pwede lang itong i-multiply sa 24 is 6 times 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4 sides. Which is, 1 is 11, 1, 11. Then, 10, 2, 10, 2. Then, 3, 9, 9, and 4, 8, 4, 8. Then, 5, 7, 5, 7. And the last is 6, 6, 6, and 6. So, equal na po siya dito. Then, pagkatapos po natin siyang ma-substitute, kailangan po natin kuhain yung bawat perimeter ng mga box para makuha po natin yung answer. So, the perimeter of this is 2 length plus 2 width. To get the perimeter is 2 length plus 2 width, or so 2 plus 11 plus 2, 1 is equals to 22 plus 2 equals 24. So, doon naman sa kabila, ganun lang po yung mangyayari. Sunod-sunod lang po yan. 2, 10 plus 2 is equals to 20 plus 4 is equals to 24. Then next dito is, yun. P is equals to 2, 9 plus 3 is equals to 18 plus 6 is equals to 24 again. Then, ito naman po tayo is P is equals to 2, 8 plus 2, 4 is equals to 16 plus 8 is equals to 24 again. Then, yung isa naman tayo, P is equals to 7, 2 plus 5, 2 is equals to 14 plus 10 is equals to 24. Then, P is equals to 2, 6 plus 2, 6 is equals to 12 plus 12 is equals to 24. So, 24 po siya. So, next is the area. Get the area. Is equals to, ang area po ay equals to length times width is equals to 11 times 1 is equals to 11. Then, yung isa naman po, yung nasa taas is A is equals to 10 times 2 is equals to 20. Then, yun naman po, A is equals to 9 times 3 is equals to 27. A is equals to 8 times 4 is equals to 32. then A is equals to 7, 5 is equals to 35. Then last A is equals to 6, and 6 is equals to 36. So ito po yung square. Then ito naman po yung kabuuan. Ngayon, na-substitute po natin siya. Yan po yung mga area niya. Sa 24 is 4 sides and 6 square, which is, the answer is 6 area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then, 11 square unit. What is the LCM of 112, 280, and 504? When we say LCM is least common multiple. To get the least common multiple, we should apply the prime factoring, which is first, isulat muna natin yung mga given numbers. 112, 280, then 504. So, ano nga ba yung mga pwedeng i-multiply sa kanila? Which is, kailangan nating pagpare-parehain. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2. Which is, tatlo-tatlo silang parehas na may 2. Kailangan magkakaparehas sila na ganyan. Then, times 7, and this is times 5 times 7. So, yun po, may magkakaparehas pong tatlo, may magkaparehas na dalawa. Then, dito naman 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 7. So, tatlo na po yung 7 ulit, then dalawang 5. Then now, let's substitute the least common multiple. LCM is equals to, since tatlo sila magkakaparehas, 2 times 2 times 2. Then, substitute po natin yung katabi, which is times 2, then times 3. Kailangan i-arrange po natin sila. Yan, okay na po ito, okay na iyan. Times 5, so, ay times 3, kasi ito pa po. Then, times 5, dahil dun po, na-cancel na po yan. Times 7, yan po. The answer is, ipag-multiply lang po natin yan lahat, which is 5,040. The GCD, or the greatest common divisor of three numbers, is 6. And their LCM, or least common multiple, is 270. What is the product of three numbers? Siyempre, first, get the given number, which is 6, 3, and 270. Now, let's multiply 3 times 6 is equals to 18. Now, let's multiply 270, which is ito. Equals to 4,860 times 2. Times 2 kasi nga po is, kailangan po natin, meron pong nangyayaring multiplication sa pagkuha nito, which is equals to 9,720.
Good day, everyone. We will continue our lesson with the next question. So let us read the question. The sum of all numbers and its reciprocal is 349 over 90. If the number is greater than 1, what is its reciprocal? So the answer is 518. So bakit nga ba naging 518 yung sagot?
I will show you the solution, which is by factoring method. So 18x minus 5 times 5x minus 18 is equals to 0.
So ngayon, isosolve naman natin yung x. So 18x minus 5 is equals to 0. Then 18x is equals to 5.
So, bakit nga ba siya naging 18x is equals to 5? Nilipat natin yung negative 5 dun sa right side, kaya siya naging positive. So, ngayon, na-solve na natin yung x. X is equals to 5 over 18. At yung 5 over 18 ay ang kanyang fraction form. This is our next question. Markers are put on the number line so that the spaces between consecutive numbers are divided into 20 equal parts.
What number corresponds to the last marker before 10? Write your answer in decimal form. The answer is 9.95. So, bakit nga ba siya naging 9.95? Una, aalamin muna natin kung ano yung corresponding number. So, this is how we will solve for the corresponding number. 10 divided 20 is equals to 0.5. So, ngayon, ang gagawin naman natin ay gagawa tayo ng number line. Ang ating number line ay from 1 to 20. So, the space between each number has 0.5 corresponding number. So, between 1 and 2, the spaces would be 1.5, 1.10, 1.15, 1.20, until we reach 1.95 before siya maging 2. Therefore, the number that corresponds to the last marker before 10 would be 9.95. Our next question is, if a number is multiplied by itself, the result is 45A69. If the number is divisible by 3, what is the value of digit A? The answer is 3. So, bakit nga ba siya naging 3? So, ito yung number natin. 45A69. Isa-substitute natin yung 3 sa digit A. So, magiging ganito na siya. 4, 5, 3, 6, 9. Tapos, i-divide natin siya sa 3. 4 divided 3 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. Then, ibababa natin yung 5. 15 divided 3 is 5. Then, 5 times 3 is 15. So, 15 minus 15 is 0. Then, bring down 3. 3 divided 3 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Then, 3 minus 3 is 0. Then, bring down 6. 6 divided 3 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Then, bring down 9. 9 divided 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Then, 9 minus 9 is 0. So, ang answer ay 15, 1, 2, 3. So, ibig sabihin, pwede siyang i-divide by 3 ng sakto at walang remainder.
For our question, 3/8 of the ball in a sack are red. If 20 red balls are added into the sack, 8/13 of the balls will be red. How many balls were in the sack at the beginning? The answer is 32.
So, paano nga ba natin makukuha yung 32? 8 over 13 is equals to 6 and 2, 13. Then, ngayon naman, i-divide natin yung 2 sa 13. 2 divide 13 is 1 and 7, 13. And then, i-divide natin yung 7 at yung 13. 7 divide 13 is equals to 5.
Ang susunod nating step ay i-add natin ang mga whole number para makuha ang 12. So, ang ating mga whole number ay 6 plus 1 plus 5. So, 6 plus 1 plus 5 is 12. Then, yung 12 ay i-add natin sa 20 red balls para makuha natin yung 32 na siyang number of balls in the sack at the beginning. For our next question, what is the sum of all proper fractions
with denominator less than 10. The answer is 27. So, bakit nga ba siya naging 27? So, 9 over 1 plus 9 over 2 plus 9 over 3 plus 9 over 4 plus 9 over 5 plus 9 over 6 plus 9 over 7 plus 9 over 8 plus 9 over 9. So, the answer will be 25, then 129 over 280. Mula sa 25, 129 over 280, kukunin natin yung whole number na 25. And then, iti-divide natin yung 280 divide by 129. So, the answer will be 2.1 or 2. Yung 2, i-add natin sa 25. So, ang magiging sagot ay 27.